If everyone could find a seat, please. All right, welcome back, high school. That was really bad. Let's try that again. Welcome back, high school. I hope you guys have had a good first day of classes. I hope nobody got too lost finding their way around the school. On behalf of the SGA, we're excited to welcome you guys back to the 2017-2018 school year. So a very warm welcome to the freshman class here. Can we hear the freshman class real quick? Okay, not bad. What about our sophomores? Are the sophomores here? That was actually really good, wow. All right, juniors, can you try and beat that? That was close, I don't know. What about the class of 2018 graduating seniors? Okay, now I want you all to cheer like that, but we're gonna do it together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Wasn't as loud, but I'll take it. We'll grow together, you know? Standards-based grading, it's about growth. So it's going to be an awesome year this year. The SGA's got loads of great things planned. It's going to be fun, eventful, and I really think we're all going to be able to grow as a community and as a high school and as a division. We'll be leaders for the entire school, middle school, elementary school, and it's just going to be a great year for us all to become some rock star Falcons. Now, I would like to introduce the new associate principal, Mr. Braun, coming to us from Kuala Lumpur, and I'd like a round of applause as he comes up on stage.
Before I turn it over, I'm just going to introduce the new teachers. I'm going to ask you to come down in a second. Before I do that, I've been in a lot of presentations the last 3 days. And I feel like we've done a really good job of welcoming all the new teachers. But I just want to give a big thank you and extend my appreciation to all the returning teachers. We have a fantastic faculty here in the high school at ASD, and it's been a tremendous start to the school year. So please, a big round of applause for all the returning and all the new teachers. And if I could ask all of the new teachers just to come up, I'm not going to ask you to come on stage, but if you can just stand in front, I'll introduce you, and you can all give a big wave, and everyone can see who you are. So if you want to come up to the front, please. So I just want to introduce our new faculty for this year, starting with our 3 new counselors, and I know many of you or most of you have had an opportunity to meet them or see them at other presentations, but starting with Mrs. Brooke, who is joining us from Beaverton School District. We have Mr. Tatelman, who's coming from Windsor Public School in Connecticut. And we have Mr. Harold, coming from the American School in Japan. Joining our World Language Department in teaching French is Miss Regiwi. Also in the World Languages Department, not new to the school, was a long-term sub in the past, Miss Anna Torrens. A new technology teacher coming from Rose Tree Media School District in Pennsylvania, Miss Rakubinski. Learning support coming from Peninsula Shores School District in Ontario, Mrs. Foster. Joining her in learning support, coming to us from Copenhagen International School in Denmark, Mrs. Dorley. Joining the math department from Park House English School in Doha, Mr. Halliday. Joining the science department from Turkey is Mr. Evans. New music teacher coming from Shanghai Community International School, we have Mr. Mott. Joining us also from Turkey, from Robert College, in the English department, Mr. Laria. And finally, our most recent hire in the high school, coming to us from Cedar Falls High School, Mrs. Black. So welcome to all our new teachers. Thank you. There we go, I got it to work. Before I turn it over to Mr. Myers and Mr. Ridley, are you coming up together? Okay, come on up. I also want to extend a warm thank you on behalf of all the new teachers, myself being new, to everybody that's here for helping everybody settle in, make it such a nice, smooth start to the school year, and we're looking forward to a great year. So I want to turn it over to athletics, activities, sustainability.
Thank you, Mr. Rowan, and welcome back, students. My name is Mr. Boschini. For those new to ASD, I welcome you, and everybody returning, I'm really excited to kind of get this year going. The reason why we're all here, teachers and administrators and things, is to create great experiences for all you students. And one of the ways we do that is through co-curricular activities. And that encompasses athletics, the arts, service learning, so all those things. So you're going to hear about that today. And really the message today is get involved. There are so many opportunities for you to get involved outside of the classroom, and we really value what you do when you step foot on a field, in a pool, on the theater, or service learning, whether it's in school or in a greater community. So really get involved. That's the message today. I'm going to speak to you regarding athletics. I am the new athletic director, but most of you know me as the associate athletic director after the last couple of years. The first thing is we get started right off the bat. Excuse the pun. We begin on Sunday, September 10th, as tryouts. What you need to do, though, is register. Registration closes today. I'll say that again. Registration closes today. So if you have not yet registered for a Season 1 athletics team, please get on the Go page, get to the high school, and sign up so you're ready to go on Sunday, September 10th. Get involved. I've just spoke to that. Be an athlete, but if you are not wanting to be part of an athletic team, there are still opportunities to get involved. One of them is just being a supporter. You know, what we do great here is we have a lot of support for our athletics programs, our theater, service learning. So please come out and support your peers and the teams. The second piece is our Mini Falcons program, which is our 4th and 5th grade, we like to have student coaches as mentors and leaders for those younger generation of athletes. So even if you're not kind of on a team at the time during season 1, please put your name forward to Mrs. Braun, who's going to be overseeing that program, and be a coach. If you don't want to be a coach, be an official. It's great to put your shoes in the side of the officials and see what it's like to be behind the whistle for a while. So please get involved in all those different ways. And the last piece is the VCC, our Varsity Club Council. We have a fantastic executive team this year, and we're looking forward to running some great MESAC opening ceremonies, some pep rallies, but we need your help as student athletes and also students who are interested in athletics to kind of sign up to be part of the VCC and be a member that way. So there's lots of ways you can be involved in athletics, and I look forward to working with each and every one of you this year. Good luck. Seniors, have a great last year and enjoy the year. Thank you.
In the summer, I like to sit on the edge of the dock. It's called a Muskoka chair, and friends will sit and not only talk about championship games and plays and stuff, but just to hear their stories. And one that comes up, especially from people sometimes, is I wish. I wish I golfed. I wish I played the guitar. I wish I had the brave enough to go do choir. So I'm here to say, honestly, this is the greatest opportunity, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, because when you get to university, they start at huge numbers, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Some universities have 40,000, etc. I'm saying the exact same thing Miss Hickey's saying, he's saying. Don't make it I wish. Go for it. We'd love to have you. This is a school, new kids. The door is open. So don't make it talk about it, actually do it. For us, in the non-athletics, dance team actually comes under both, but there's opportunities to do dance. We have a thing called academic games, which is absolutely wonderful. And I have to put a little plug in for something else. We host forensics coming term 3. So you hear about this word called MESAC. So we'd love to have people also thinking about that, because sometimes I'm known too much about the arts and not these two biggies. Academic games, we'd love to have you involved. But don't forget, forensics is coming near the end. And the last one is the musical. We'd love to have you come out for the musical. We are so fortunate to have this beautiful theater that's well looked after. So if you're interested, we'd love to have you. And the last but not least I wrote down is great schools show up. A lot of schools think they have good spirit. A lot of schools talk it. But where it really shows is when we go to DAA or whatever they're going to call that place next door. When our varsity boys and girls volleyball team comes, all of us, new teachers, everybody, let's go. Let's go cheer on those kids. And when we host MESAC JV volleyball term 1, when our kids in that championship game, please come. One of the greatest things we can do is, rather than talking, show up. Go to a choir concert. Please go to a game. Please go to things. We really need you, because Zach and his gang of SG, I don't know where Zach is, they'll tell us when to go and where everything is, and we know you're busy, and we know there's excuses and all that stuff, but trust me when I say there's wonderful opportunities to go to these events, so please show up. We look forward to working with you.
Hello, I am your MUN mama, Miss Hickey. Good to see you. So you don't know what MUN is. It's called Model United Nations, and it's where we symbolically model the United Nations, and you become delegates and leaders and talk about very current topics that are, really causing trouble in the world today and trying to find some solutions for that. So if that sounds like something up your alley, we welcome you to be part of one of 3 opportunities. Today, right after school, in D216, we're going to have a follow-up informational meeting for the executive board of ASD MUN, the one that we host here. So we had one in the spring. We're having a follow-up one today, as well as talking about the season 1 trip to Jordan and the season 2 trip, Sismoon, to Shanghai. So please, if you're interested in any of those, please join us in D216 today, and you will find out more information about it. Okay? We cannot wait to see you. Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. For those who are new, my name is Lawrence Myers, and I am the Service Learning Coordinator. I have an office in the high school office, right on the opposite side of Mr. Braun and Dr. Lever. I am here basically to represent the student organizations and opportunities that are involved, and I love the fact that Mr. Ridley talked about great schools showing up. Community school isn't something that happens to you, it's something that you need to be actively engaged in. That's why going after sports and doing arts and activities like that are so beneficial for every one of us, right? But they're even more beneficial for the collective community, right? So what I do for somebody else matters. And so what I would like to do is invite you to take a look at on the Go page and invite you to come into the office and consider participating in one of the student organizations. The high school has roughly 40 of these organizations that are subdivided in categories of leadership and academics and service. And I'm here to sort of represent all of those, but I want you guys to recognize that Mr. Braun is formally the head, if you like, or the coordinator for the academic and the leadership ones, and I am formally the coordinator for the academic ones. But obviously there's a lot of overlapping and a lot of things that go behind the scenes all together. So either one of the two of us are easily accessible, and we invite you guys to participate if you haven't already, or obviously show a lot of leadership and action as you move forward through the school year if you already have. So can you go to the next slide? A couple things that I just also wanted to show you guys and share. You may have stumbled into these already, but last year, towards the middle of the year, there was a new student organization put together called the Sustainability Action Team. And they worked with the high school and also the middle school student councils to pass a new sustainability statement, which will sort of guide the school forward in terms of sustainability. And they also work with the school's administration to make structural changes to facilities, things like that. One of the things that has taken place is that we have a new set of recycling bins. And of course, these bins look lovely, but they don't work unless you guys as a community, we as a community, actually take the time to put the appropriate things in the appropriate bins. So please follow the basic guidelines of plastic, paper, and non-recyclable when you're walking up to these things. And help our community and, of course, the environment and the globe in general. Can you go to the next one as well? If you're in the cafeteria, you may have stumbled into this. It may have frustrated a couple people based on my information. Right Bite has already announced that we've lost about 25 pieces of reusable things. So I guess here the statement would be, if you can follow directions, there are return stations, I think, in 10 different locations. There should be 8 of them indoor in the cafeteria and 2 out by the Falcon's Nest. So wherever you happen to be eating, please take the time to return your plate and return your cutlery, which is now non-disposable, and make sure that A, we don't throw it in trash cans, which has happened in the past, and B, that we kind of follow the directions. So the cutlery gets put in the bottom little bins, the plates get put in the top little bins, and any food and waste that might exist, please put them away so it makes it easier for the people in the kitchen to actually clean up, because they too are a very important part of our community and we need to respect that as well. So we would appreciate you guys' support. Informal data would suggest that by doing this, we probably save about 180,000 paper plates a year and a roughly equivalent number of cutlery sets as well. And I'm hoping that you recognize that as a pretty powerful statement on behalf of our community. So thank you very much. Have a great year, everybody, and I'll hand it over to Mr. Brown. Am I talking about jumbo sale as well? Okay. There we go.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm the president of Cena, and I'm here with the officers, and we're here to tell you about what Cena is. So Cena is an organization created to help labor workers in Dubai, and
Hi, I'm Leanne, and I'm the vice president of Cena. One of the ways that Cena gives back to laborers of Dubai is through our annual Cena Jumbo Sale. All of the funds raised through the Jumbo Sale will go towards creating our Cena Hope delivery bags.
Hi, I'm Roma, and I am the Cena Hope Liaison, which just basically means I do a lot of the behind the scenes of the Hope program work. So you might be wondering, what is the Hope program? And basically, Hope stands for helping other people eat. And what we do is we, as a club, use the funds from the jumble sale to assemble bags that contain lentils, rice, oil, toothbrushes and toothpaste, soap, other necessities that we then travel to the labor camps in Dubai and physically give them to the workers.
Hi, I'm Yasmin, and I'm your senior secretary for this year. So one of the first opportunities that you guys will have to volunteer for Cena is our annual Cena Jumble Sale. This is a great opportunity to give back to the workers all across Dubai and benefit the ASD community. We'll be giving out more information about this in the bulletin later next week. We hope to see you all there.
Hi guys, I'm Hannah. I'm Cena's treasurer. We're always looking out for new people to join Cena, so look out for us at the activities fair. Please note you don't actually have to be a member of Cena to help us out. You can simply volunteer. But if you do want to join, make sure you sign up for our Flex block.
Hi, I'm Vanessa and I'm Cena's publicist. If you guys were wondering, the jumbo sale date is on October 13 from 11 to 2 in the field house. Also, if you guys want, you can drop off gently used items starting from September 17 to October 5. Locations for that will be sent out soon. Also, we've made an Instagram if you guys want to follow us, and we hope to see you guys at our next meeting. So thank you.
Oh, we're going to talk about that later.
Wow. I think the number this year is 613 students. So if you're a new student, I hate to ask you to do this, but would you please stand? If you're new, go ahead and stand. Now, tomorrow, actually all of the new students tomorrow will not be at lunch. You guys are being invited to come have lunch with us because we need to talk. They don't know about Inspire Week. Have you guys told them about Inspire Week? Yeah, good. Because they have to make their selections over the weekend. And so tomorrow we'll explain. We explained to your parents what it was, but we'll explain that to you tomorrow. I just want to reiterate kind of what I've heard from the others that have been on stage. This is such an amazing school for opportunities. If you're in our school and you think it's only for academics, you're missing most of what happens here. Most of what happens in addition to the incredible academics that take place. So yeah, you're gonna have a really great opportunity in the classroom, but I want to encourage you all to find something else that you're passionate about, that you want to explore, because we have really amazing opportunities. And as I look at students who are going through the college admissions process, which is what our seniors are in the middle of right now, everybody who applies to the university you're applying to is a good student, okay? The ones that aren't good students aren't necessarily applying. So you're going to be up against competition that looks a lot like you. Question is, what else can you do that's going to separate you from them? And those are the opportunities that you've just heard about in the last few minutes. There's some amazing things that take place in this school. Model UN, I think we had, 120, 140 students involved in our own Model UN. The Jumble Sale, TEDx, Dubai Youth Film Festival, GEN conferences, all of the MISAC events, arts, one acts, high school musical coming up here. You know, just amazing opportunities. Opportunities to coach. You might not think very much about coaching a 5th grade basketball team, But you know what? The college admissions officer probably will. Like, wow, this kid gave all of their time to help younger kids. So what is it that you can do here to develop yourself even deeper than you are right now? I wanted to take a minute to talk about one of our core values. And to sort of set the stage, I'm going to ask that they run this. This is possibly a video that you've seen before. But I just want you to take a look at this and then want to talk about excellence.
Derek Redmond, in the best form he's shown since he broke the British record.
He was in great shape, you know, he had a chance, possibility of maybe getting a medal there.
The Cuban Hernandez has got Redmond to aim at, and so too in lane number 3 is Steve Lewis, but Redmond's got off very fast indeed, and so too is Ismail of Qatar. Down the back straight, he's the fractional leader. Father of Nigeria has gone very quickly, and Redmond has broken down. He's on the track, kneeling down, and Derek Redmond, on his injury problem, the jinx has struck again.
Running down the back straight, I heard a funny clap or a pop, and I honestly, for a split second, thought I'd been shot. And then obviously I realised I've pulled a hamstring. And then when the pain sort of died down, I remembered where I was and what I was doing, and I remember thinking, quick, you're in the Olympic semi-finals, you're prac, get up and start running. And I got to the 200-metre mark after hobbling 50 metres and looked across, and all the guys had finished. And it pretty much hit me that, you know, it ain't going to happen, it's all over.
I would have laid there. You know, to be honest, there's no way I would have got up, because a hamstring, when you got a hamstring, you know you got a hamstring.
He just wants to finish. His dad's trying to run onto the track to stop him. He's going to tell him, Derek, don't.
The old man went to put his arms around me, and I was just about to try and push him off because I thought it was someone else. I didn't see him, he sort of jogged from behind. And he said, look, you don't need to do this, you can stop now, you haven't got nothing to prove. And I said, oh, I have, you know, get me back into lane 5, I want to finish.
Now in the greatest arena in sport, he's getting the cheer of the games.
I would never have wanted to be in Derek's shoe at that time. You know, it was a sad moment. It was a, you know, a great moment, you know, in the sport, to be honest.
It's a figure, a picture that just stays in your mind forever, because you don't want to see any athlete having to go through that. You just knew how destroyed he was and just how much that race meant to him.
Yes, I was Olympic athlete Derek Redmond. 1992 Olympics. I wasn't watching that Olympics, but I've used this multiple times with students to illustrate a number of things. You know, our core values, we were doing strategic planning last year, and I think 3 of you were in the room as we were considering the core values and what is it that, you know, would we change them, would we keep them the same? And then our new teachers came in this year, and there was this big discussion about excellence. And did excellence really belong with the other core values? Because the other core values are different than excellence. But it was one of the students that said in the strategic planning, kind of made the case for, there was probably 40 adults and maybe 4 students in the room. And it was one of our students who made the case for why excellence should remain. And what they said was, excellence is what you bring every day. And I don't know that any of us could look at Derek Redmond, who was supposed to win a medal in the 1992 Olympics. I don't think that any of us would look at it and say, well, that was excellent. You know, he got hurt. You know, he barely finished the race. That was his dad who came onto the track with him. But I think if you look at that and say, that's not excellent, I think we're completely missing the point of what excellence is. Excellence is not an outcome.
And the reason I feel like I need to talk about this one with you is because we have had so many conversations as a faculty around the stress that you guys are under. And I think that one of the things that is stressful is this whole notion of grades, and that excellence means you get excellent grades. And the truth is that's not really it at all. Excellence is about what you bring every day to whatever it is you're doing. And whether you blow your hamstring and can't finish the race, that's not the determining factor in success. Derek Redmond has a whole nother, rest of his life to live. And it's all of the things that went into all of his training that are going to make him demonstrate excellence. So when we're in the classroom, when you're on the athletic field, when you're on the stage, when you're in the band, it's not about are you the best person at doing that? It's more about what you're bringing to the table. Do I have the clicker? One more slide. Now, this quote is attributed to Aristotle. I'm a little doubtful that Aristotle used the word excellence, but we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, therefore, is not an act. It's a habit. And that's what I would like to leave you with, that the core value of excellence is not about getting A's and B's. It's not about getting good grades. It's about the habits that you bring to school, to your events, to your activities, to your workouts. That's what is going to demonstrate excellence. And if we're about anything in this school, and Zach mentioned it kind of joking, but we're about growth. We're about always getting a little bit better at what we do. And it doesn't mean that we always win. You can't always win. But you can always get a little bit better, and you can always push yourself a little bit more. So I wanted to clarify with you exactly what excellence is, because it's not getting better grades. It's about what it is you're putting into your school. This is going to be a fantastic year, guys. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's the biggest school we've ever had. We've got more students than we've had. It will be our biggest senior class. There you go. It's okay. That's okay. That was your moment, and you almost missed it. You almost missed. But I appreciate. I know you're just trying to be respectful. It's going to be a great year. I'm so excited about this new crop of teachers. I'm so excited about all of the returning teachers who've come back. So excited about all of the activities and events. Tomorrow will be our flag ceremony. I think it's 67 countries are represented in our school this year. We'll see the flags. If you've not been here before, it's a very heartfelt, fun assembly that we have at the end of the day. We just hope that you will kind of invest in yourself and invest in the year. I really encourage you to come to our activities, come to our events, come watch sports, come watch the plays, come watch the music. We're going to try this year to put some more of those things in front of you so that you can get a little bit of a snippet of all of the things that go on here in our school. And we're just really looking forward to what I think is going to be an amazing year. So, welcome back. So the good news is, seniors, we have to have a meeting with you about tomorrow, because they do something really special with the first graders. So we're going to be able to let you guys go a little bit early. But we have a couple of announcements. Stuff you need to know, we've labeled this. Yeah. So, cafeteria. There's not very many things I'm dissatisfied with in our school, but actually the reason I'm doing this is because I think Mr. Braun is getting the blame for something that's my fault. A student came out today and said, is that is that the new associate principal? And I said, yeah. She said, he's telling us to sit down in the cafeteria. And I said, I'm sorry, that's me. I'm the one who thinks we should sit down. So our cafeteria, if you haven't noticed, can be somewhat chaotic. Okay? Somewhat chaotic. And one of the things that makes it chaotic is we have people up kind of wandering around doing their own thing. It's not that there's a rule you can't do that. What we would like you to do is find a seat and sit down and enjoy your lunch, and let's not have the elevated noise. Now, seniors, you're going to help us with that, right? Setting the tone in our cafeteria. Freshmen, you're going to help us with that. And so the other thing is, Mr. Myers put up he showed you the racks. We're trying to do things in a more sustainable way. We're trying to be more responsible. And we're going to need your help with that, with silverware and with plates and all of those things, making sure that they get back. If you're at a table and one of your friends has left the table a mess, it now becomes your responsibility to pick up for your friends. And if your friends do that to you every day, maybe you need to vote them off the island or something. But let's be mindful and take care of those things. Special schedule. You want to say something about special schedule tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow is a 0 day, so we have you have all 8 classes. The schedule should have been shared with you. We have a very short advisory just before the all-school assembly, and we need to be in the field house by 2 p.m., 2:05. So your advisor teachers understand that. I'm sure they've shared the schedule with you, but you have about a 28-minute class in all 8 periods tomorrow. And then starting on Sunday, we are on to our regular schedule, and Sunday is a day 2A.
Okay, Inspire Week. Final payments due September 21st. That's more for your parents than you. We'll send a note to them, but you want to make sure that you remind them. New students, yours is a little bit, that says September 24th. I actually think we've given new students until October 1st. So trip selection deadline for new students, we're going to talk tomorrow. And your deadline is actually on Monday to bring your forms in. So we met with all of your parents, we've given them the information, but I think some of your parents weren't there. We're excited. I think it's 22 trips this year, and we have a large number here that are staying in Dubai as well. There's some of you who haven't yet determined where you're going, so we'll be reaching out to you to help you solidify that. With that, I think, Ms. Roy, would you like to address everybody?
Hi there, this is Roy, and I'm the tech coach for the high school. Hey guys. I just want to let you know that right now about 1 in 6 students have not had their computers re-imaged yet. So that means in every one of these rows, one of you would not have had your computer imaged, and these ones it's like 3. So we have some good news though. If you are a returning student and you're using the same laptop that you used last year, you just have to have your computer up and running for like 20 minutes, and we'll do all the updates for you automatically through our network, all right? If you're a new student or you have a new laptop, we need you to come down to the IT department, please, and we'll put an image just on top. We won't erase everything, but we do need to put some systems preferences in there. So we really appreciate it. It needs to be done by Thursday, or people are going to start losing their network access, and we don't want to do that. All right? Thanks.
Thank you, Ms. Roy. Yes, you all have to have your computers imaged. Some of you think, no, I really don't need to. Yeah, it's actually for the security of our network. It's not about your computer, it's about our network. So you have to have that put on there. I think with that, are we good? We are. Seniors, you stay. You guys get the gift of time. A little bit of time. We'll see you tomorrow.